What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Imran here with MonsterGadgets, and today we're talking about transitions. Alright guys, welcome back to episode number 4 of Tutorial Thursdays. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please consider subscribing. If you are a return viewer, subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. I greatly appreciate it. I actually had one of you guys reach out to me asking me to do a video on transitions for videos. So today that's what we're looking at. We're going to go over 3 basic ones and one more involved one. I wouldn't say it's advanced, but I'd say it's a little bit more involved. So we'll take a look at those today. Let's go ahead and jump into Adobe Premiere. Alright guys, so we are in Adobe Premiere and I've already got the clips that we're going to be working with, basically the intro video that I did. And as you can see, I've got 3 different effects on here. I've got the barn doors, I've got wipe, and I've got cross zoom on here. So just as a recap, barn doors. As a recap, barn doors look like this, basically closing left to right. Wipe looks like that. It's just basically going from left to right, and then cross zoom is just going to zoom in and zoom right out for the next video. So a couple of ways you can do it. Once you've got the clips that you want to go ahead and transition from, you can go over to your effects panel. You can either type it in, or you can go under video transitions and you can come down to wipe, and then of course these are different transitions that you guys can play around with and work on your own, but barn door is right here. So if I just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and delete this one for the sake of getting an example, basically click and drag this over in between the 2 clips and let it go. And as you can see, it's going to give you that effect. Now to take it one step further, you can simply click on barn store and you can come up to where it says effect controls, and in here you can change a couple different things. You can change the start and end duration. You can also change to how it functions. So right now it's going to go left and right. If you click on this, it's going to go top and bottom. So if I leave it as is and I come over and show this to you, now it's opening top and bottom. Where previously, if you click on this, it's going to open left and right. So you've got the option to do that. If you click on the actual preview source, you can also look at it from your video here, and you can adjust what you want start and end to be. So either way, you can either look at your footage or you can leave it as A and B. But even with this one, you can take a look and see, okay, do I want it to start at 33 and end at 100, or you can customize it to whatever you like. So that's one way to take it one step further. Moving on to the wipe, same thing with the wipe feature. Once you're here, you would basically click and drag and bring it onto your timeline. And then here, as you can see, the effect is in place. Same thing goes here. You can go ahead and change a different angle. If you want it coming in certain angle, you can have it come in certain angle. You can have it wipe from left to right, top to bottom, corner to corner, whatever it might be. So mess around with that and see what works best for you. The last one, again, these are the first 3 simple ones. Same thing with the cross zoom. The cross zoom is going to be under your zoom, and you basically can click and drag and bring that over to your timeline. Same thing goes with this. You can pick and choose if you wanted to center a cut, start a cut, or end a cut. So for example, if I do that, it's going to start at the next clip. It's not going to do a transition from half and half. So if I had it as a default, center a cut, it's going to involve both clips, and it's going to transition between the 2 clips. One thing to keep in mind for either barn doors or wipe or any other actually transition, you can have this start either way. So you can have it start at the beginning of the clip, where that's how you start, or you can have it start at the end of the clip. So if I didn't have this here, for example, I just had wipe, I can attach it to the end of this clip, so when it plays, it starts to wipe out while it's playing and then starts the next clip immediately. I personally like to use it in between transitions, so that way it mixes both clips into one and it looks a little bit smoother that way. So these are the 3 basic ones. Getting into a little bit more advanced. I've got a clip here. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a insight on the video that I did for that restaurant that I was talking about earlier in my other clip. As you can see, here is the kitchen, and I'm gonna basically do an effect where we're going to dissolve one clip into the other. So the one thing you have to be mindful of in your clip is you've got something that covers the whole window, top to bottom. So for example, if I'm going forward one frame, I'm going to have this cut right here, and I wanted to play this clip as a transition. All right, so I'm going to cut that clip there, right here, oops, right here, and I want, instead of it playing this in the background, I wanted to play the other clip as a transition. So how do we do that? Number one, you get to the point where you want to cut the clip. So for example, if I want to cut here, as you can see, we've got a little bit of the next frame showing. So I'm going to go back and take a look again. Yep, I wanted to cut here. So I'm going to hit C for cut, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the clip. Next, what you want to do is you want to get into your effects panel. Let's go ahead and pick that. There it is. Let's make sure we're still on where we need to be. Yep, right there. And then you want to click on this tool, the Free Draw Bezier. And then from here, what you want to do is you want to click on any point that's going to cover that area and draw around it, just like that. Next, go ahead and click on Invert, so that way you're still able to see the top video, and then this video is basically masked by nothing but a black screen, which will be later filled by the video you want to do a transition with. So now that we've got that in place, I'm going to make this a bit bigger here so we can see this. We're going to go ahead and click on and select all of these options here. That way we got it all marked. And then once we go on to the next clip, you can either go left and right on the arrow key, or you can click on, let me make this a bit smaller for you guys, track selected mask forward one frame. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to move it for us. We're going to go ahead and click on the masks that we did, and we're going to rearrange this so that it covers the other parts that it's showing. So you might have to move some of these points around, and if you need to add a point, you simply just go over it. It'll give you that plus, click and hold, and then you can go ahead and move that as you need to. So for example, this one, we're going to go ahead and add a point here. We're going to pull this out so it covers that frame. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the next frame, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and cover this up. So you do have to go frame by frame to make this transition work, but I promise you it'll be worth it. Just hang tight with me here for a second, and I will show you what this will look like. So frame by frame, we're going to go ahead and do that. For the sake of the time, I'm just going to do this real quick and fast forward so you guys can see towards the end, okay? Alright guys, so as you can see, we're getting close to filling the whole screen with black. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up here and move it up one by one. Continue doing it until your screen is full. Perfect, just like that. It looks like we've got the whole screen under black now. So once you've gotten that, one thing you want to do is you want to just go ahead and play it back real quick. Make sure there are no videos, no parts that we've missed. And I know this looks kind of funny, but just wait and see what happens. So for example, I noticed right here, I can still see a little bit of brown in the background, which is coming from another frame. So not a problem. All you do is you go back to your mask, and since you're already there, you just move it forward and make sure you've got every part you need covered. Just like that. Perfect. So let's go ahead and move forward. Oh, looks like even here we missed a spot. So let's go ahead and cover that up. So it's going to be one smooth transition out. Moving forward. Perfect. So let's go ahead and go towards the front of our clip, our first spot, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and drag that second clip underneath it. And then we're going to go ahead and delete the clip that's on top of it. So when you play it, this is what it looks like. It's a smooth transition over. and basically it covers up the front of the clip. Just like that. And if you do it cleaner where it's a clean cut top to bottom, it'll make it that much more smoother. So keep that in mind. This was a quick one. So just like that. All right. All right, guys, that is it for Tutorial Thursday for today. Hopefully you guys found this tutorial to be helpful. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be happy to get back to you. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. Today is Thursday, which means we are starting episode number 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. No. All right, guys, welcome back. So today we are